Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is January January the 11th, 2023. Yes, we had to start saying 2023 because it's 2023. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't hear me last time on my video, I yelled at my doggy. I don't have any food on my table now, so he can't get to it. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some NXT results. NXT New Year's Evil. And we got two matches that got made for the first time ever NXT's premium live events pay-per-view. That's out of the Performance Center on February the 4th. I have dirt on my thing. Whoops. It's going to be a little black. Sorry, guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got some NXT to talk about. We got some returns that happened here. Tiffany Stratton made a return. I don't care. I'm sorry, but I don't care. Oh, my God. I didn't care when she was wrestling. Why would I care if she made a return? That was a big New Year's thing that you guys been talking about. I don't care. I really don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a main roster guy made his return since 2012. Was it 2012 or 2013? Something like that. Remember the independent NXT started when they had the NXT championship? Not the reality show NXT, that really horrible NXT show. Hey, we got Husky Harris, a.k.a. Mr. Bray Wyatt, but we have a better NXT. This is still a better NXT than the reality show or the Survivor show of NXT. So, yeah, it's better. But, ladies and gentlemen, first match we got Dijak will be versing Tony D'Angelo. Well, Mr. Stacks, that's his name. He got himself involved because Dijak was throwing Tony D'Angelo into the barricade, but Mr. Stacks was like the cushion of Tony D'Angelo. And then on the commercial, we just saw Dijak handcuff Stacks to the turnbuckle. So that happened. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, after Stacks trying to get himself involved again, trying to be in the way of Tony D'Angelo because it was a long handcuff, so he could get himself into the ring, and he blocked Tony D'Angelo. But Tony D'Angelo says he's doing this for the family, and he shoves Stacks away until Dijak did his boot to the face and gets the 1, 2, 3. Dijak gets the win. Then we're supposed to have the Creed brothers versus Veer and Sangha, but ladies and gentlemen, Veer was not there. Veer wasn't at the show, and then they got attacked by Sangha and Jinder Mahal. The Creed brothers got attacked by Jinder Mahal and Sangha, and then we just heard that Brutus Creed got injured, and Julius Creed wants a match, and it's against Jinder Mahal. That's later on. Then we had a gauntlet match. Pretty Deadly wants a shot of the NXT tag team titles. So they chose the first tag team. They said they chose 3 top NXT tag teams. Well, technically, Pretty Deadly did not even choose a first top NXT tag team. They chose 2 jobbers with the Rockers music, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, and they just got beat up. So 2 jobbers just got beat up, and then the New Day came out and says, now we chose the last 2 tag teams that you will be facing for a shot at our tag team titles. First, it will be Edris and Malik. It was a pretty decent match, pretty decent, but the winner of that match was Pretty Deadly. So the New Day says, okay, the next team is Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen. But they didn't come out. The camera was shown backstage where Brooks and Josh got beat up in backstage. and then here comes the returning, and got their suspension lifted, was Gallus. Wolfgang and Mark Coffey came out and beat Pretty Deadly in the gauntlet match. And that means could Gallus get a shot of the NXT's tag team titles? Then we have Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller, but there is something wrong with the turnbuckles because the rope won't stop breaking. So Braun Breaker smashed his head into the corner, and then the rope broke. So they went on a commercial and they fixed the rope, but at the end we saw Grayson Waller jump on the turnbuckle, and then the rope snapped again, and then you just saw Grayson Waller fell backwards outside the ring, and then he loses by countouts. Braun Breaker wins the match by countouts, but nobody likes it. Nobody didn't like the idea. Nobody didn't like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels tweeted that he has a announcement for the NXT Championship. So that's at the end of the show, and we found out what it is. I will tell you guys later. So, ladies and gentlemen, and then next match we have Charlie Dempsey will be versus Hank Walker in a match. Walker did a good job, but he lost to Charlie Dempsey, and Drew Gulak is not happy. Then we had Jinder Mahal will be versus Julius Creed in a match, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Jinder. Well, he hasn't done anything in SmackDown. The last time we seen him in the match, it was the World Cup tournament, and I believe he lost the first match, the first round match. So now he's working with Veer and Sangha. I don't know if he's staying on NXT, but if he is, he's with a dangerous tag team, working with those guys. Remember, he teamed up with Veer before with Shanky in the main roster, and now it's Sangha and Veer and Jinder Mahal. That's going to be interesting. Jinder says those guys, Veer and Sangha, is for respect, but Jinder Mahal doesn't do respect. Then we had a 20-woman battle royal. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Toxic Attraction. JC Jane and Gigi Dolan were the last two, because some reason Cora Jade had a problem with I forgot her name. Valkyrie, the new lady that made her debut a couple weeks ago from NXT UK. She had a problem with her because she got eliminated first from Valkyrie. And then Cora Jade tried to run back in the ring while Valkyrie was not paying attention. She was attacking somebody else. And then Cora Jade said, "You!" And then she ran at her, and then Valkyrie just ducks. And then Cora Jade fell out of the ring once again. And then when Valkyrie was on the apron, here comes Cora Jade again to distract Valkyrie for the ladies that's in the ring, Toxic Attraction, to eliminate Valkyrie. And it looked like that JC Jane was going to let Gigi Dolan win the match. She almost went over the top rope, but she stopped and then super kicked Gigi. And then the two of the Toxic Attraction fought. And then they fought on top of the turnbuckle, and they both punched each other, and they both fell in the ring at the same time. And the referees checked the footage on their iPad, and they said the winner of that match, the winners of that match, was JC Jane and Gigi Dolan. And at NXT Vengeance Day, it will be Roxanne defending her championship in a triple threat match against Toxic Attraction. Speaking of Vengeance Day, Shawn Michaels was having a little meeting with Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker. He says there will be another match for the NXT title, but on February 4th at Vengeance Day. It will be Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller for the NXT title inside a steel cage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got some updates. We got some news. And I don't know, it's good news. I really don't. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's about Miss McMahon. It's about Stephanie McMahon. And we got a New Japan Pro Wrestler. He's a former New Japan Pro Wrestler. Carl Fredericks. I don't remember who. I don't know who he is because I don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I don't think he ever wrestled in AEW or Impact Wrestling, so I don't know who he is. He's signed a contract. He's heading to NXT. He should be starting soon. We will find out who he is when he comes out. Now, Stephanie McMahon and Mr. McMahon. We heard that Stephanie McMahon resigned and she left the WWE. I believe she's gone for good. Not for good, but she will be. Maybe she will come back. But she doesn't have another job with the WWE. So that means Mr. McMahon replaces Stephanie McMahon as the chairman of the WWE. But Nick Khan will still be the CEO of the WWE. That's what Stephanie McMahon was doing as well. She was the co-CEO with Nick Khan, working with the WWE, so I'm guessing Nick Khan makes all the other, I don't know how this thing works, but Triple H is still the head of creative of the WWE, so that means he could hire people, and he could fire people. That's why he hired Dragon Lee, he hired this Carl Fredericks guy, and he's the one that's working all the storylines and the rivalries and all that stuff. Vince McMahon is not. Vince McMahon is just a chairman. I don't know what that means. And I don't know what the CEO does. But ladies and gentlemen, I believe Nick Khan does all the office work. And Triple H is the boss of the TV things. So, like the writers of Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, I think they will go to Triple H, and Triple H will say, yes, I want this, I want that. I think. I don't know. I really don't know how this thing works. There's too many CEOs. There's freaking chairman. Just say who the heck is the boss. Like, seriously, who's the boss now? I don't understand who's the boss. But, ladies and gentlemen, that means Triple H is still the boss, and he still could hire people. He could still fire people. At least Vince McMahon is not doing that. Because Vince does not know what he's doing. But I think Vince is going to be the smart guy this time and not waste money. Because he doesn't want the same problem what he did last time to make him retire from the WWE. And it could be longer than he retired this time. So, I hope he's smarter this time and actually listen to other people and not do stupid things. So, let's hope that happens. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!